Family genetic order. Bring order back into your family system. And it's no coincidence I'm back in my family home in Dublin. And it's really about completing of cycles. So what I want to do in this system, in this webinar, is to really focus on family genetic history and what is unresolved in the system and what is the truth in the system, and then to be able to complete systems. So it's going to be 4 webinars of teaching how to work with aligning and completing genetic systems, and also taking the gifts in, to accept the gifts in from the ancestral gifts, but really to complete in my life that these behaviors will stop right here, that these type of illnesses will stop right here, that this type of energies will stop with me, and then releasing it also from future generations or the children. So this webinar is going to bring in completion of family traits, completion of cycles, which have been there for generations, maybe hundreds of years, and they're in the system, and now they've turned into something quite powerful. So most of us are being controlled by subconscious and systems which are within our blood, behavior patterns and traits in our blood related to family secrets, family burdens, abuses, normalize of abuse. The issue comes in normal. When it becomes normal and acceptable, that's when it's dangerous in the system. So these ones I would really like to show you how to break in the system. Because when, for example, in a family, oh, that's the way they are, or it's okay to do that because it's normal. Now it's not an abuse in the system. Now your system is completely neutral and accepting abuse. And that is the information I want to really support you to resolve in the system, and also resolve where you're giving your power away, where you're being, dissociated, ungrounded, where you're giving your power to others, where there's um, a lot of people plugging into your system, where you're being abused, where you're being bullied, where you're being a victim, where you're being dramatic or creating stories or illusions. So I'm going to work with all the systems that come up within the ancestral information, which affect us. And it's almost like an elastic band that pulls us back in life. Just say you're a leader and you want to lead, or you want to create a new business, and then all the low self-confidence pulls you back, or who the hell do you think you are? Do you think you're better than us? What are you doing without that? Or envy and jealousy comes up in the system. So what is in your system is a very good question to ask. What is in your genetic system? What is in your family system? And it really is based on your religion, your country, your town, your city, your family, your street, your neighbors, your school, your politics, your financial belief systems, where working for somebody implied. Is there leaders? Is there entrepreneurs? Are you fishermen? For example, in Greece, they paint different colors in, for example, Mykonos, for if you're a fisherman, if you're the butcher, if you're a farmer, it's a different color house. So people knew already that's the fishing house family. So this is what I'm talking about. This affects us and affects the way we show up in life and how we are ourselves in life. Is it really being ourselves, or am I carrying these conditioned programs from my ancestors that that's who I am because that's who we are? Well, actually, it's not who I am, and it's not who I intend to be. I'm going to be different than myself in my past. I'm going to be different than my ancestors. I'm going to be different than my family, with complete love and respect for them, but my way is different. So I want to show you how to complete these cycles, how to break the cycles, how to come out of them, and how to do it in a very respectful, honorable way, and how to complete cycles, and to really be yourself and allow these gifts of your being to come up and flourish in life and be present in life, to enjoy life. This is what this webinar is about. It's a big one, huge fields of information, and I'm going to give you the tools of how to do it within the webinar. But not only that, I'd love to pass you the tools of how to do it in your daily life. and then you can share it with your children and you can share it with anyone you want. This is very important knowledge and information which I've been collecting over the years from different tribes, from living in Greece, for example, from ancient knowledge. So I've been collecting this information and I want to share it with as many as possible. So this is what I'm doing over the weekend. Thank you.